Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to Rogan and Runescape, baby! You know what that sound is? That's the sound of an ice cold can of whoop ass being open. Dude, what's up, bro? The world's on fire. One Darth Vader president's been taken out while another Darth Vader president's been put in. You know? Can't go anywhere. Except for right here on RuneScape, baby. Woo, woo, woo! Hell yeah. So if you haven't noticed, I bought a pop filter, so that's pretty cool, and a mic stand, so I don't have to any longer vary like the distance of which I'm talking into the mic, so that's pretty dope. There's been a lot of actually cool things that have happened recently, aside from the world burning. That's not cool, no. No, I just mean like in RuneScape there's been a couple cool things that have happened. So like for example, I got my Firecape. Woo! Yes sir, baby. Yup, FireRite got his Firecape. Yeah, so basically that was probably the creepiest tee ever. I'm afraid to listen to that when I go back. But so I couldn't have done it really without the help of Strictly Bake and Travis. So basically what happened is like Bake, Travis, and I were all in a voice channel, and they were like kind of watching me. Like they're like, "Come on, man, do your Firecape, you know, thingy, dude. Go do Jad." And you know, me being a good Samaritan, a good, you know, fucking pure virtuous person, I'm like, you know what? What if someone was tripping on acid? What if they didn't want to do Jad right now? What if? Okay? Because that seems like stressful as shit. Doesn't it? Does it not seem stressful? Anyways, me being the good Samaritan I am, I'm like, you know what? Fine. Bake has the technique for me. He explains to me how there's multiple waves that you're gonna have to fight, you know, increasingly more difficult NPCs. I watched a video on it, honestly, so I wasn't completely like naive to like what was gonna go on. Like I kind of, you know, watched the video on it, so I knew that there was gonna be like the major and like those little bat things. You had to take care of the bat things first. You can't let the bat things suck your blood and drain you, because that's what will happen. They'll like drain your prayer or whatever, and prayers an essential amino acid for Jad. It's essential something, yeah, whatever. But you gotta take care of the bats first, and then there's like some, you got like rangers, majors. I think there's only like what, 6, maybe 5 or 6, maybe 5 to 7 NPCs other than Jad. Unless I'm tripping, I'm pretty sure there's like the mage, you got the range dude, you got the bat, you got the dude that splits. There's one dude that like splits in half, and like then he'll make a miniature version of himself, but there's like twice as many now. You know, he's not super bad, but you kind of want to take care of him if you're praying anyways. All right, so look, let me give you the rundown. There's 64 waves, I think, 62 or 64 waves, something like that. And this took me 6 tries, I think, between 5 to 6 tries. If there's a way to look it up, then that'd be pretty dope. But yeah, it was either like 5 or 6 tries. It wasn't really more than that. I honestly believed that I was gonna get Jad on my first try. I was honestly thinking I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna sling Iron Rod, some fucking, I'm talking like NBA basketball player hog in basketball shorts walking into a fucking birthday party, you know, no boxers, hog just slanging, boy. That's what I thought I was going to be doing with Jad. I thought is that my fucking alarm? What the fuck? Alright, so where did I leave off? There's like maybe 5 or 6 different types of little NPCs that you gotta deal with during Jad. You got, you know, your bats. You got your little dudes that like split in half. You got your mages. You got your rangers. There's a gold major. There's Jad. I don't know. I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but anyways, you got a couple different NPCs you gotta deal with, and you have to basically know. What really helped me what Bake did to help me was he told me what level and I think this information is on the wiki, but he told me what level the mages were going to be on there and like what level the rangers were going to come. So like basically like those, I think it was like around level 32 the majors come around or something like that. So it's like you'd be like, all right, at level 31 I would lure and trap like an NPC basically on the other side of Italy Rock, and this method really helped me a lot, like as far as like if I needed to go pee and stuff like that. I could like take little miniature breaks. So basically like you would go over by Italy Rock, and when the NPCs would spawn, they would typically be kind of more in the middle of the map, on the right side of Italy Rock, or like basically above you on Italy Rock, the right side or the left side. And there gonna be like 2 or 3 NPCs spawn, and what you could do is you could trap them. Like you could run from opposite sides of Italy Rock to the other side, and you could trap these NPCs, and it could buy you some time, like in the sense if you needed to use the bathroom or collect your thoughts or anything like that. So that really helped me a lot. Because it wasn't like, oh my god, oh yeah, by the way, it took me about 50 minutes on average, I'm pretty sure, making it to Jad, maybe 45 minutes, around 45, 50 minutes, an hour, something like that. Like I said, it took me about 5 or 6 tries. On Christmas Eve, bro, or Christmas Day, one of the two, I was posted up on the recliner in my family's living room, with a TV tray, with my mouse. Shit was getting serious. I broke out my mouse, bro. The mouse doesn't always come out, but it came out for Jad. You better believe that. I had some dragon darts for Jad. I can't remember if they were special. I can't remember if there were anything special about the dragon darts, but yeah, thanks to Travis. Shout out to Travis for those dragon darts and some other stuff. I think Zolor scales as well. What else did I use? I think Rune. Yeah, Rune. Usually I use adamant, fucking throwing darts or for the blowpipe, just because it's like less expensive when I'm doing like Slayer training. I don't really see a need. Pre blowpipe nerf, which that's gonna get talked about for sure, but pre blowpipe nerf, I didn't really see a point in using Rune darts for my Slayer tasks. So that was really cool, guys. I don't know if that sounded a little like all over the place the way I described it, but basically I just so I got really pissed off. The first time when I died, Bake was walking through, like I got agitated. I was definitely agitated. I'm like, man, what the fuck, bro? Like I didn't say it out loud, but like on the inside, I was kind of like maybe smiling on the outside, but like on the inside, like kind of like burning up, like starting to eat myself away, like corrosive. My emotions were like corrosive. And that's only half, honestly. That's only half of what it felt like. So like once I came to the second try, like once I failed the first time, second try comes around and Bake's like, oh, hey, hold on a second. I'm going to go outside, smoke a cigarette here, watch this video. And when I come back, we'll go to Jad. Cause like I was like one thing away from Jad, one wave away. So he goes to smoke a cigarette. He comes back and I'm so eager at this point. I mean, you got to think, this is like at least 2 hours invested in a Jad, about, roughly 45 minutes to an hour each try, including like, resupplying and, just stretching, stuff like that. It's really important to stretch, bro. Like, you want to be comfortable. I don't know if you guys got the Prime setup. I don't got a Prime setup for gaming with PC here. It sucks. Fucking sucks. So I got to get creative, sit on the ground, maybe use a dresser as a desk, then use my bed. But the Prime thing with Jad, it was super important, actually, that if I had time to stand up for a minute, stretch real quick, just so I wouldn't make any rash decisions. Because a lot of it's prayer flicking when you get to Jad. Like when you're actually battling Jad, most of it that you got to focus on is not fucking up at all with your prayer flicking. Okay, so yeah, the second time that I tried to do Jad, a Bake was going out smoking a cigarette, and he was like, here's this video, watch this, and when I come back, we'll go to the last wave, which is Jad. And I'm like, okay. So he smokes a cigarette. My nerves are fucking shot at this point. I feel like I've been in the Korea War or something like that, the Korean War. And he comes back and he's like, all right, you ready? And instinctively, I just fucking click. Like, I kill the dude and I go to the next wave, basically where Jad spawns, and I get shreked. Completely bodied by Jad within seconds. After spending 40 to 50 minutes on this battle, bro. So at this point, now my emotions are like some corrosive fire on the inside, eating away at my organs and bones and muscle tissue. The only thing that is inside of me that fills me at this point is pure emotional, corrosive, burning rage. And I gotta, like, I'm angry at everyone, bro. I'm hating myself. I'm hating Bake. I'm hating the fact that Travis didn't even do anything wrong, but yet I'm just hating that I fucked up. Anyone that's in my path is gonna fucking get a lash of rage. So you know what I decided to do, because I know how to handle myself at this point. 27, just turned 27 last weekend, I believe. So yep. Oh yeah, 27 club, baby. But anyways, 27, I kind of know how to manage myself. I know how I work. So what I do, I don't fucking sit around on the computer and talk with them, because I know I'm gonna fucking boof, like a fucking diet Pepsi bottle and Mentos. I'm gonna explode at anything. Even if Bake's like, oh man, you did great, you want to go to the GE and I'll buy you some shit so we can go again, I'd be like, fuck you, like this is all your fault. So I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get up, and before I even just senselessly unleash rage, frustration, really it would be projecting, because I would be projecting my frustration onto him or onto anyone, really. Taxing joined in the voice chat, I'd fucking probably just go off. Anyone. I was so pissed, bro. So pissed. I just invested 2 hours into Jad, and I misunderstood what he said. Miscommunication. Are you ready? I just jump into it, fucking head first. I thought he meant, are you ready? All right, go ahead. But he really meant, are you ready? Did you watch the video? And are you prepared? So yeah, I get up, I close the laptop, and I go outside, and I smoke. And, yeah, I clear my head. I might have gotten a beer. I don't really know. I don't remember that part. Things were getting pretty wavy. But, yeah, it was intense, bro. My eyes, I feel kind of watered a little bit. That was another important thing to take breaks, because you want your eyes to be crisp. You want crisp eyes for Jad. You don't want them old crusty dusties, boy. So yeah, man, fucking 5 or 6 tries, bro, and I got my Firecape, and you best believe I sported that bitch. I sported it. I think when I finally did beat Jad, around the 5th time or something like that. God, it was either the 5th or 6th, I want to say. But anyways, when I did finally beat him, it was all coming down to prayer flicking, but just making sure I didn't fuck up. I did no sound on, because I don't want any distractions at all, maybe one day I'll try it with sound just to see what the difference is, but without sound was easy peasy lemon squeezy, as long as you can use your peripherals and take out the healers, as well as prayer changing, because that's what I fucked up on. Maybe the 4th or 5th try, I fucked up because I didn't even start to take out the healers at all. I was just so focused on prayer changing, prayer switches, that I wasn't even doing damage to these dudes. And oh yeah, I had black chimchampas in my inventory as well that were going to be used for the healers, because basically I was going to try to bundle them up together, and when I had an opportunity, use the black chimchampas to wreck shop. But that was kind of complicated. Oh, this is what was complicated. So the 3rd or 4th try, when I finally got to Jad, what I fucked up on is I tried to empty out my rune darts. Bro, while Jad was there, and switch over to dragon darts. No, nigga, no. You need to fucking put in your dragon darts. You need to put in your dragon darts first, bro, before you go to Jad, okay? It doesn't work. You don't just fucking go to Jad and then, oh, okay, this is a good time to switch. No, you need to have already been switched, mitigate the amount of stress that you're going to have on yourself. So that was pretty dope. Got the Firecape. God, I feel like I just talked about that for literally an hour and a half. That could be its own podcast. But so what else did I do? I witnessed Bake and Travis, and you'll probably hear them talk about this. I got to go see how much of this podcast we recorded yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was Friday. I got to see how much of this I got to edit out, and that sometimes takes time. But anyways, you'll probably hear about this. But I witnessed them do some staking janks, and I watched like 400 mil stakes, bro. Like just Bake just throwing up 400 mil. Just bleh. All right, go ahead, go for it. And they got this whole technique down, this whole method. You know, I won't ruin it. I'll wait till later to talk about that. But they got this whole method down, you know. Travis is max combat. And Bake is just throwing up ungodly amounts of money. And they're winning, bro. They're fucking winning. And anyways, I got blessed on Christmas. Fucking Santa Bake. Old Bake Claus. Trevor Claus. That's his name. Trevor Claus. Here comes Trevor Claus. Here comes Trevor Claus. Coming down Trevor Claus way. Yeah, that's good old. That's Santa's cousin from Ohio. Fucking Strictly Baked. But anyways, yeah, man, I got hooked up on Christmas. I can't even lie. I got looked out for in a big way. A bigger way probably I think than I've ever been looked out for. No, definitely. So with this whole staking thing, yeah, I was watching them, and I guess I had a part in a couple rounds of good juju. You know, I guess my just being there, I don't know, maybe that's what earned it to me. But I got some GP, and with the GP, I decided to buy an Armadyl helm, which man, should I look up the price right now? I think it's like I don't know. I feel like it's like 20 mil, something around that. Maybe not that much. That expensive. Let's see if I can find it. But I got an Armadyl helmet. I got an Armadyl crossbow, which now is I think 36 mil. Because I'm pretty sure Juice just posted that in the general in our Discord. Guys, by the way, I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but I'm gonna start putting the link to the Discord in the show notes. I don't know why. Like I take time to write sometimes little things in the show notes, so I don't see why I don't just fucking copy it. Like so dumb. I'm too busy, bro. Too busy. Been working 3 jobs recently. Second job, like I'll do every day, like after my first job and on the weekends. And then third job, I'll just do that like 1 day a week. But shit's getting crazy, bro. I had to like tune it back a little bit because you gotta see what's worth more to you, your money or your time. I know for me, if I have more money, I'll just spend it on nicer things or just more things. Like, for example, I went to this place that we have here called Chicken Fiesta. It is by far, shout outs to our sponsor, Chicken Fiesta. Just kidding. But, could be sponsor. But yeah, shout outs to Chicken Fiesta because they literally got the best rotisserie chicken. I don't know what states they're in. But anyways, this is an example of where if I have more money, I'll just spend more money. So I ate a quarter chicken with a 6-ounce steak. You get 2 sides, so I get rice and beans. You know, gotta go with the rice and beans if you're going to a Hispanic restaurant. Come on, man. So I got the rice and beans, quarter chicken, 6-ounce steak. Went out to the car, devoured that jank. Devoured it. And guess what happened, bro? I was so hungry that I went inside and ordered the same thing again. The same thing again. Except for I switched it out to more American classic French fries, which that sounds like a fucked up sentence to say. And American classic French fries, like freedom fries. But yeah, no, I got freedom fries this time instead of the frijoles. For my Spanish speaking friends, that means beans. Arroz y frijoles, rice and beans. But yeah, man, if I got more money, bro, I'm just gonna spend it on more food. I'll go to Panda Express twice before even leaving the parking lot. So what I'm getting at is I started to realize my time is worth more to me than in certain factors. You know, certain times you need your time because it's almost more valuable than money. You can have money and your AC will crash, you know, and you need to buy a new AC. You have 10,000, 5,000 grand saved up. Need to buy a new AC unit for the whole family. But you know what you can't get back? You can't get back time. So, where else are we at? Oh yeah, so the Armadyl helm. Okay, so it's 5 mil. I was tripping. Armadyl helm's 5 mil, but still, you know, What about the torso? Let's see what we got, boy. So yeah, I bought the Armadyl crossbow, which is, like I said, like 36 mil now. I bought the helm, which I think, what did that say, 5 or 9 mil? This 36 mil is the chest plate. Did I buy the chest? I can't remember if I bought the chest plate or the legs. I feel like I brought the chest plate. I'm about to log in and figure out though. Oh, and I also bought, I think they're like maybe 12 mil. Some pegasian boots, whatever. I don't care. You can say it like pegasian. If you want to be pegasian, you be pegasian all you want. I want to be pegasian. It sounds more like an artisanal bread. What you know about a little artisanal bread, motherfucker? Ain't no. Anyways, yeah. So these pegasian boots are, damn. Wait, they 37 mil, bro, at the exchange. What? 37 mil? What was that? How much they always were? I don't know. But as you can see, I've been fucking splurging, bro. Splurging. Yeah. So I've also been doing Slayer. Gargoyles is my task, and I think I had like the extended thing, so it was like 200. I had like, I don't know, 238 or something like that was originally what my task was. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't have the bracelet of slaughter or the necklace of slaughter, whatever the fuck is something of slaughter where it like extends your task, or like, I don't know what it does exactly, but I know I need it because I know you can extend your tasks through your Slayer Master. Like just talking to him, you can get rewards like where you, I don't know, where you can extend Blue Dragon or like Steel Dragon tasks, or extend Gargoyle tasks or Dust Devils tasks. And that's what I've been doing. I've been extending it that way. I've been extending the Dust Devils and the Gargoyles task that way. But I know that there's something called like a cock ring of slaughter, butt plugs of slaughter. I don't know what it is, bro, but I know it's something. Hold on. I'm going to pause this real quick because I want to log in, and I don't want y'all to hear my password. Did the fucking typing, you know? Man, because I don't have enough QPs in that sense. I don't have enough quest points to finish Recipe for Disaster, because I'm done on all of their planes, basically, except for maybe following the Colomancer into whatever final stage of battle and getting the chest and claiming whatever I want. But, so that's right. That's why I have Dragon Gloves. I've got the Pegasian Boots. I've got Archer Ring imbued. Right now it looks like I'm wearing my Armadyl D hide for this Slayer task. I don't know why. I could have sworn I bought a fucking torso chest plate, an Armadyl chest plate. Anyways, I got the Armadyl crossbow. I got the Twisted Buckler, which was pretty cool. I felt really dope about getting the Pegasian boots and the Twisted Buckler, and I'll tell you why. Because I bought these things knowing that I had been gifted this money, I've been blessed with this money, and I'm not a gambler. Like, I don't really gamble, bro. The only thing I gamble on really is if my debit card will work when I go to a grocery store or when I try to buy beer. That's the only thing in life I gamble on. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. And then when it does, you're like, oh, hot damn, fuck yeah. But anyways, I decided to take my money and just originally I didn't want to spend any of it, really. I knew I wanted to get like either a dragon crossbow or like some ranger hat or ranger boots, but like I didn't want to spend a lot. I knew that, okay? I knew I didn't want to spend a lot. And I definitely knew I didn't want to gamble it. So nothing against it. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't know. I have this thought where since I've never bought a lottery ticket, I just have this like this Bruce Wayne, I don't know why it's Bruce Wayne, but I just have this like Bruce Wayne like intuition in my gut where like the first lottery ticket I buy in real life is going to be the one. It's going to be the big $200 million ticket, $700 million ticket, and that's the only ticket I'll ever buy in my life. And then, I won't have to gamble. Anyways, I get distracted very easily. Oh, that's gross. Oh, jeez. Okay, so yeah. I was super excited about getting these boots, these pegasian boots, and the twisted buckler, primarily because once I bought them, I then realized I needed to have 75 defense. So this gave me a challenge because where was I? I was only at 60 defense. Okay, I'm at 61 attack right now, 70 strength, and 75 defense now. But it was 60 or 61. I believe it was 60 defense because I believe I just got to 60 and stopped. So I'm at 60 defense, and I got the pegasian boots and a couple hundred mil, or I don't know, a couple hundred, but at least like 100 mil sitting in the bank. And fucking, what am I gonna do? I then have to go train from 60 to 75 defense so that I can even use these boots. And, you know, that gave me a challenge, bro. Like, I literally, like, in between IRL stuff, you know, busy as shit working, it gave me a goal, though, to when I got off, I knew what I was going to do. I was going to keep doing Nightmare Zone until I got to 75. Someone asked me, why didn't you do Slayer? Well, one reason is, like, I didn't really, like, I didn't really do the math to see, like, if Slayer would have been quicker than Nightmare Zone. My thoughts were that Nightmare Zone would be quicker, that's just my gut feeling. But now that I think about it, it probably, in a way, is quicker because you don't have to, once you complete a Slayer task, then you have to go back to your Slayer Master. You might need different equipment, go to the GE, then you're going to have to go to wherever your Slayer task is, set up cannons, you might run out of prayer pots, all that jank, you know. But I got the Dwarven Rock Cake, so I basically guzzled that bitch down to, I think 52 is what you got to do. And then you eat you drink your overload potion, and then it takes you from 52 to like 1 HP. It's either 52 or 51. You have to be one of the two. Don't guzzle your rock cake to lower than 52 or 51. You'll figure it out. But then you want to have all these absorptions, and the absorptions basically act as like prayer pots in a sense because they basically absorb the damage that's being dealt to you. So you want to maybe, I forget the number, but you want maybe like, as far as in the inventory, you want maybe like 8 overloads and the rest absorptions or something like that. And I just sat there, dude, and I did Nightmare Zone. And the crazy thing is, one night I got a warning on my computer that says, hey, you've been playing for a while. You might want to consider taking a break. And I just I'd never even seen that before. I thought it was funny, and I brought it. I don't think I said anything about it to Travis at that moment, but then I got logged out, bro, a couple hours later, and I was like, yo, what the fuck happened? And I told him I got logged out and how I'd seen like a message saying you've been, playing for a while, consider taking a break. He was like, yeah, the game does that after 6 hours, bro. 6 hours? I was playing for 6 hours in Nightmare Zone? Come on, man. Oh my God. That's when I started I was like, geez, bro, this definitely is a potential time sink. 6 hours. And I'm just going from 60 to 75, you know? I hope I wasn't doing something wrong. What if it really only would have taken like an hour and 40 minutes to go from like 60 to 75 defense in Nightmare Zone if you had the right equipment, and I'm just doing it wrong, and it took me like fucking 6-7 times longer than your average person. That's probably what happened. But so that was really cool. We got 75, stopped there, and I'm doing gargoyles right now. I would go to the bank. I don't know. I think I want to finish this task. I got 155 gargoyles left. I think I'm going to probably pause this, charge up my computer, and then go outside somewhere. Charge up my laptop, and then go to a park and listen. Maybe not bring my microphone. Maybe bring it, but bring the headphones for sure so I can listen to last night's podcast and edit that in together with this. I wanted to do a solo cast kind of for this part just because I felt like the whole gang, the whole crew, the fam, the RAR fam, we haven't really done a podcast in a while. So I started to notice that maybe it was just me imagining it. Maybe it was my fault. I don't know. But I started to notice that the one that we recorded, it seemed like we were all kind of talking over each other. and the quality didn't sound like the same for some reason. And yeah, it just felt like we were just all like, bah, 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 like just like not even. There's just, it didn't feel like, it felt like you had to, whatever you were going to say, you had to basically have it packaged perfectly, ready to go, and shipped out. Like, because if you pause for any second, someone's going to fucking overstep you. And which, you know, that's a part of it, bro. How the fuck do you think we were when we first started doing this? Same way. It's just been a while. It's been a minute. So yeah, my birthday was last weekend, and it was January 9th. I was trying to figure out if I should tell people, but honestly, you can figure out whatever the fuck you want, and I've already told people this before. So January 9th, 1994, baby. Which, when you write it out, 1994, January 9th, 1994, it spells out 1994, 1994. So yeah, I have the best birthday ever in the world, and being Capricorn, we're like the very first, okay? First month, January. Deal with it. My birthday happened January 9th. I got the Pegasian boots. I got the Twisted Buckler. I got the Armadyl Crossbow. I got the Firecape. I got the Necklace of Anguish instead of Fury. I decided to switch it up in that sense. What else, guys? So, allegedly, you could imagine a situation where on your birthday, you've got like a lot of ketamine, and you like all weekend have to yourself, just you and the ketamine, and you, ketamine, and one lovely lady named Enya. I don't know if you've ever heard her music before, but this is like angels singing to you, bro. This is like angels serenading you while giving you a Hummer. Your balls in their mouth, like but like serenading at the same time. That is basically what Enya's like. So imagine a scenario set up, you know, and if you can't imagine it, then allegedly imagine it. You can allegedly imagine a situation set up where you're like posted up, bro, and you know the sun's out. You know, I'm not talking about driving, because driving and ketamine together is extremely dangerous, and no one should do it, especially people that aren't used to it. But anyways, no one should, but especially if you're not used to it. Anyways, so I'm not saying anything about driving in this alleged hypothetical situation, in visionary scenario you're picturing in your mind right now, but just imagine being parked, waiting for a friend to get some lunch, and you have you got Enya playing. And I'm going to play some Enya. I'm going to download some probably and put it in here so you can get the picture. You got your seat leaned back. You got the sunroof cracked, maybe a quarter or a third, but the cover thing is open all the way. So it's like a big glass window that's cracked maybe a quarter or third of the way, letting in the cool January 9th, 10th, or whatever air wisping on in. And you have your heat on. But you don't just have your heat on, because how does one fully relax if they're too hot, too cold, or if the fan's blowing on them too much or too little? So you figure out with the thermostat, you figure out how warm do you want it? Do you want it all the way on the hot, all the way in the red section, or all, you know, kind of closer towards the blue? You figure out what temperature pairs perfectly with the cold air that's coming in from the outside. Then you have your seat back. You take off your headrest. You put on your seat warmers. You find the perfect level of Enya. And after doing a couple lines of ketamine, just a couple harmless lines of ketamine, you lay back listening to these angels serenade your nutsacks with their lips as they give you Hummers or Enya, whatever. But you just listen to it, and you're sitting back, and you're relaxing, and your nuts are tingling. Hummer or no Hummer. And you're like, this is it, man. This is it. This is what relaxation is. This is what life is right here. Like, finding this ultimate moment. Now, do you think you could have found that ultimate moment of relaxation if you didn't set up your environment perfectly to achieve it? No, if you were only 70% relaxed, 70% chill, you couldn't get 100% chill factor, bruh. And you can only achieve like healing status once you're fully relaxed. Like, if you want to do good for your body or your mind or your soul, like you want to be on that good, like you're benefiting it, you can only benefit it if you're comfortable, right? You can't benefit yourself if you ain't got the thermostat and the fan speed correct, bro. Because then you can't fully, like, let go into the trance and let go into the music and listening to, you know, being in the moment. It was, to imagine this scenario was beautiful. I don't know how much y'all get to experience ketamine. Like I said, this was a hypothetical situation that you could imagine, but allegedly. And then also you could hypothetically imagine that the whole, or imagine getting your Firecape on acid, bro. Imagine that's when your buddies are like, hey man, why don't you do Jad? Why don't you go to the fight caves, bro? And you're like, oh man, I don't know, dude. I just dropped like 40 minutes ago. Like, I'm just kind of feeling alright, man. I don't know about the whole stress from the fight caves thing right now. And they egg you on, keep egging you on, like, oh, come on, bro. We'll pay for it. We got you. And you're like, you know what? Damn, bro. I can't turn down free nothing, really. Except for free STDs, about the only thing I'll turn down. So I'm like, okay. Not me per se, but in this hypothetical story, right? You get what I'm saying. So the hypothetical me is like, okay. And they do the fire caves, bro. And it's not super nuts, you know, because if you're experienced with the tabs, if you're experienced with acid, then it's, you know what you're kind of getting yourself into. But it definitely could make the experience more like emotionally engaging. Like, you're like, I really do not want to die. And also, fuck, what is that? Is that a bat? Bam, bam, bam. Kill the bat. Like, fucking, you're on your P's and Q's, buddy. You're on your P's and B's. P's and B's. How does this pop filter work? Right now I got it, like, looks like it's like 1.5 inches away. It's supposed to block the B's and P sounds. B's and P's. That's what I'd like to order when I go to an old-fashioned Cracker Barrel. I'll have the P's and B's with gravy. I'll have the P's and B's with corn and mashed potatoes.
Oh, hey there, brother. Yeah, can you give me a seat by the window? Yeah, it's been a long week. Sat around the house and watched the boys cut the grass.
P's and B's.